straight up towards middle, and Dupree takes the head off Tarek as well. Now they've got some intel down, they can fall back, but it's looking like a B play coming in from CLG as they make their way to the site as well. Hayes has got the bomb, but Dupree just keeps on fragging. 5 on 3.
Dupree is going to do more of exactly that. Actually, I take it back. All right, looked like him. Don't fool me until the obituary says otherwise. But Hayes is going to try and do battle. Dupree's going for the reload. He has to get bailed out by Xyp9x. That's exactly the case. The defuse in. Xyp9x has the kit. Quite convincing, in fact.
What can you do when Dupree's just running up middle and doming people like that with a silent USP? The player holding for that aggression and literally waiting for that exact thing to happen and got completely shut down in that situation. They're forcing Funnel to go to be faster than they would have hoped. And it's the shot right now from Dupree. Bosh takes him down, Tarek gets punished. They do get a plant down though, so third round they do get the AK-47s. We'll be keeping it very light in this one. Just P250s and some Glocks, no utility types whatsoever. So the main objective will be try to plant the bomb in any sort of capacity here. As we enter round number 17, you can see 4 rifles coming up for Astralis, HB. A weapon we've seen a lot this weekend, I have to say. It's going to be the MP9 coming out once more. Seems to be a favoured weapon in some of the top tiers of
It's my
CS
favourite weapon, Henry.
О, блин, я микрофон выключил. Чего микрофон выключил? У меня что, горячие клавиши стоят? Отключить, включить, чистить, конечно же, применить. Окей. Так, у меня нормальная скорость. Ребят, всем привет. Кто на стриме? Так. Сейчас настрою микрофон. Все будет. Тут играют КЛГ против Астралис. Что не могу? Как не могу? Удалить не могу. Еще не удалено отправителя. Так, меня вообще слышно? Ребята. Чё, плохое соединение, что ли? Так, что я хотел? Я не понимаю, у меня идет трансляция или нет? Просто трансляции я не вижу.
But as you can see, as opposed to CLG in many situations, especially the round where JDM was caught on his own, they're playing a buddy system in that position. They're playing for, at the very least, a trade situation.
Yeah.
As Tarek's going to go in that direction, slowly start to gather information. They haven't got much over toward the B site, so they need to make something happen on one of the two sides of the map. And JDM will lead the charge. Flashed in. Utility used to get this position inside of the bathrooms. Luckily, just watching to make sure no one's going to get in toward the underpass, but as he joins into the fray, that puts 4 people in this position. And Dupree and Device, again, they've gone passive. They've fallen back, just reading this slowly.
This is the point we were making in halftime. This is the classic way to play with. You push the CTs back, and you'll see them go into a full wall of smoke execution now. You can see it coming. They'll be setting up, and this is how we expect overpass to be played.
And this is also how overpass is played, usually standing on the shoulders of a teammate, because it does lend itself to many of these off angles. Device may actually catch Tarek out with it. He spotted him, doesn't shoot. That gives him the chance to get the better shot. When he does show himself through the smoke, though, there could be a response because they know exactly where 2 players now are, but Dupree responds very well and pushes through said smoke, but Hayes shows up. That's the right play from Dupree. He knows if his teammate goes down, he can push back and get the refrag. It still leaves him with the man advantage, but Hayes overwhelms them significantly, as well as that putting the bomb down. Now a good situation, and he's going to go one further. Hayes is on an absolute tear right now.
B remains 3 on 1. It has not got a kid as well. He has no grounds to actually face this one. Probably wants to take some terrorists down with him. That's the first.
Господи, отстань.
Get anything more out of this. It's going to be the bomb ticking away. Let's find a kit. And he does fancy this, Matt. We'll be going for the base once more. It'd be an absolute nightmare for CLG to throw this away.
He's got the money to do this because they were efficient in the first two, but smartly now, he knows his chances are gone nearly. Goes down because he's tagged up, slows his movement speed. Well, 22 HP, he's got to jump out the window to make it from the bomb radius, but that's easily done.
There it is. It looked like Astralis had countered the idea CLG had, actually pushing through their own smokes and trying to catch the players off guard there, but it was Hayes stepping up massively, finds 3 kills and doing absolute work there, guarantees CLG the round.
Я ничего не понимаю, меня слышно? Или нет? В эфире. Все в эфире. Да, 2500 килобайт. Да у меня интернет никогда таким не был.
The challenge on first as he looks over the top of the smoke.
Не то, что уж там трансляция.
Eric, again, out toward long. He's the one to evaluate this, but Device is on his own this time. It may actually work in his favor. He's gone completely undetected. The timing, though, could be a problem. JDM, if he walks around that corner, it'll catch him off, and this is trigger discipline from Device. Or does he just take the kill as it awaits? Tarek walks back out. Good response.
And he could have waited a little bit longer there, but he had no idea what was coming behind him. So he's going to go down to a 4-4. That trade actually heavily favours the terrorist side, especially in this situation. They've got the AKs and they've got all the grenades as well. You can see the CTs trying to react to this, pushing on towards shore, making their way towards water as well. And Zipex about to challenge Fugly as well. This kill would be huge if he can find it. Does a lot of damage, but can't find it just yet. Will be smoking himself out and retreating from this situation.
Again, boosted. This is quite an open boost. Actually, I take that back. He is just on the flower pot. It looked like he was on his teammate's head from the angle we saw it. Now they'll smoke that off. Nation's coming in. Cutler's been waiting out toward Monster this whole time. This is quite common as well, that you leave a 5th player over in that position so that if they do try and get map control, if they try and get information on the opposite, the opposing side of the map, they'll catch you off and get
Плохо
that
слышно. Это, конечно же, не есть хорошо. Сделай мне погромче. Так, добавить. Игра.
Okay. 10 seconds remain. They would do very well to get the bomb down this situation. Carrigan just needs to kill one to guarantee the round. Bomb dropped. Cutler just wants to die in this scenario now. There it is. So yeah, just to remind anyone, if you die after the timer runs out and you haven't planted the bomb, you go to the next 0. So at that point, he couldn't really justify running away and hoping he could survive. He ended up having to die after that kill was found by Carrigan. So Astralis now take the lead. 10 plays 9. And that's going to be resetting COG pretty significantly as well. They're going to be partially buying into this one. Tech 9s, armor, some smoke grenades as well. This would normally suggest you go to the B-bomb site, smoke off towards the site, smoke off heaven, and just try and get a plant down in any sort of capacity here. Once again, Dupree setting himself up for that recon style play. He has the MP7 in hand. They'll be going aggressive once again towards middle. Here comes the B play from CLG.
Quick B play at that. Tech 9 rush. They want to just use the movement mechanics. They want to try and abuse them and get in toward the site. It's a headshot, a dink onto Cajun B, but he holds ground. Device follows up onto JDM. And a counter push coming in through the stairwell. It's going to lock out Pincer off CLG, and they've got no access points.
Clean around there from Astralis, didn't drop a single frag. They knew exactly what was going on there. 2 players in connector, 1 pushing off, 4 boosted on towards short as well. Completely shut it down. As I said, CLG in those situations, you're just trying to get the bomb down. It's not a huge deal, you lose it, but they still can't buy up into this round. They have about 2k average on the board, so can't really do anything with the upgraded pistols. A couple of PT50s, that's about it. This should be round number 12 coming in favour of Astralis as they pick up the AWP on Device. This is where it gets really scary for CLG. This is when he becomes beast mode on this map. We'll see where he decides to take that weapon in the first round. Looks like he'll be boosted up towards short as well.
Просто интересно.
Quickly
Я не
going to
вижу
fall
свой
back away from
стрим.
the launchers, but
Залетели,
Tech 9
залетели.
downgrade again to Glocks.
Смотрит один.
Free. Although starts with the same letter as Days, not looking like he wants to confront Glocks on his own.
You love that joke.
I do.
You love your memes.
Yeah, well, NACS memes have taken on a new level as of today. Perhaps dying a sweet death. Free is going to get tagged up slightly inside of the site. Regardless, it's still damage all done for Astralis. On a convincing round, it's just Fugly that remains. Low HP for Dupree and Zipic, so they need to stay a little bit away from the action here, just so that they don't get caught out by this, but that's exactly what will happen as Cajun's the one to find him instead.
will then go into round number 22. This is where JDM will be picking up the AWP and will have to be challenging Device. He's currently set on 16 kills and 11 deaths. JDM is on 11, so he didn't have a bad first half, but wasn't exactly godlike. See what he can do going into this one. Round number 22. Dupree has a decent spawn as well. They've been relentless with their aggression towards middle. We can see Zipex and Carrigan keeping their Famises in hand, trying to boost that rank up as much as they can possibly. Now going into this next round, Dupree will be smoking up the steps and going for that initial place. You'd assume Device would be going for that one. He's actually going to be heading towards the bombs once again boosted up.
Hayes can hear the shots fired above from that smoke, but Tracer as well. Really not a decoy, just quite a chop pattern, but doesn't want to take the peek too aggressively and get caught out early. Still just jumping to find information as he can. Boost on the B side as well. Zipix is inside of construction, but the boost, I think it's Device that's on the top of it right now. I'm not 100% sure, but that'll, yeah, there you go. So AWP, that's going to support him. So one can watch short. The AWP toward the tunnels. That could have been a decent setup. It would have left Zipix in the open after the initial exchange, but it's definitely due for at least a kill.
Time ticking away now as we hit the 1 minute mark. CLG yet to get any sort of real estate on the map. Bomb is still down towards T-spawn as well, so just working out if anything's available to them, but trying to keep them close to their chest in this scenario. Debris is down towards long now. Device is falling back to the bomb as well. They've had their fun basic towards the start of the round. Now CLG make their advance. Could they have that mid control in their hand, but they have only got 2 smokes remaining, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of execution they can bring to the table here.
Так, подожди, а какое у меня разрешение стоит? Боюсь. Видео. Ну, все правильно. 1200. Монитор 1. Окей.
Has already rotated with the AWP, and he'll shut Fugly immediately. It's on to Carrigan, who's got a great angle. He holds down, he's like a turtle in the shell, pops up at the last possible minute, but 6 seconds, and JDM wants to plant. Not gonna happen. Round's over. Nothing they can do.
Very strong round there from Astralis holding up. And the thing is with CLG, they've acted a little bit too late there. They waited so long before they actually started gaining any sort of map control there. They were hoping Astralis would give them something to work with at the start of the round. Didn't happen. Forced to slowly but surely take the well towards long A and towards far from area as well. As you can see, trying to farm with 4 seconds. KGB is coming in with the easy backstab and finds the last 2 frags as well. And will put CLG onto another difficult financial situation. They're going to have Tech 9s and bit of body armor as well. That's about it. 23. More aggression coming in from the Danish side. Going into that connector area. Full rifles. It's going to be Device opening up the fragging there from the first shot.
Oh, yeah, this is
on his own though. He's actually this time without a buddy in this play, and Dupree can't get up the stairwells fast enough. He's going to go now. He'll try and catch them off, but Device down with these Tech 9s means that A's open. It's not an easy flank, although, as I say that, he finds the bomb planter, and JDM walks into a stray bullet. Like it was all too easy for Dupree. Zipix will arrive, caught off guard by Hayes' good position, and Cutler's going to turn around. Suddenly it's 2 versus 2 still, and it's the flank that has to do all of the work. Carrigan on to Hayes, bomb dropped once more, minute 12. So a fast round right now from CLG. Can't do much more. 14 rounds now for Astralis. They look to move past tomorrow and straight into the nationwide arena.
A little bit scary there for Astralis. Once the Device went down, I thought if they could put the orbital bomb down, that could have been very interesting. But Debris coming in the back with some crisp aim. Let's take down 2, and we've got a timeout coming in, man. So this is obviously a good time to take it. Astralis 1 round away from match point here. So they've got the money. They need to work out how they're going to approach the next round.
Quick, interesting note that although everyone loves the underdog, and I mean, Fnatic's had issues, I won't say issues, but they've grown into each tournament that they've been in. Barcelona, they lost a game, very first game of the tournament to Astralis in that, you know, interesting format where they could form alliances and the teams picked who played. They struggled in pro leagues to get into the maps. I mean, they've struggled in a lot of tournaments, so the group stage loss, maybe that's a good thing in terms of Fnatic, but everyone loves the underdog. Everyone wanted to see Liquid win except Astralis, because just to keep people in sort of how this works here, the top 4 teams go through. A and B will get a random between C and D and who they play, which means there's a chance that Astralis winning this could actually play the loser from the other group, and the groups that they could play, one of them could be Fnatic. So there's a 50-50 chance that if they win this, they play Fnatic in a quarterfinal.
Вот это класс.
Keep in mind, Fnatic went out of the quarters at Cluj, but they've won everything in between, and I mean that is a heavyweight game in a quarterfinal matchup.
I'm just trying to work out. So if they lost this one,
If they
Что
lost
тут
this one,
нужно?
CLG wins it. Then
Вот я
CLG,
написал лол. Что?
then they would avoid Fnatic, sure.
That's what I mean,
And
yeah,
CLG and Liquid would top the two groups that can potentially overlap.
But look like Astralis haven't got that mentality. They'll be closing this one out. Have to go through and just prove. They're not scared of Fnatic, right? They can
Типа
beat them. They
писать
come so
можно
close
есть
so
только
many times. It can happen.
Yeah, well,
электронный.
they were Pronax
Хочется
era and
подтвердить.
TSM era. They were actually Fnatic's
Электронный
kryptonite
почта.
for the longest period of time throughout the course of the 2015 summer in a lot of ways. So you're right, they're not scared of them per se, but obviously in a major, it's, you know, you want the easiest path
It's
possible.
not ideal. You're absolutely right. I think that the timeout will be finishing shortly. We can see what kind of buys coming in. A double orb set up for Astralis to bring things forward, and we have, of
Ладненько,
course, the JDM back on
никого
the orb
нет, я
itself.
уже
It's
заканчиваю
going to be K to
стрим,
B with the orb.
потому что
So
никого нет.
I'd assume
Да,
Astralis
всем
will slow
удачи,
down the
всем
aggression a
пока.
little bit now. They've already